From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pull it together. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
2nd and 10 at the Niners' 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He's got it to Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Caught here by Bell. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, 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 check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Bang, 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 bang.
Sunday, on Sunday.
54. Let's go. Check. Crunch.
No score after one on EA Sports. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12.
Attack!
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Go on, team spell. Check 52. Check safety. Check.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Shit.
12.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
It's a pickup of 3.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he cuts it back. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 70 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He takes us in 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Yellow.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
66.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You don't want nothing, baby. Hey, Ripley. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Watkins that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Yellow. 15.
You ain't going nowhere. 56.
Yellow.
56 is the mic. You remember me? You remember me?
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Easy.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
21.
And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
21. Here we go. 21.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're in.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
2.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most, that's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
On 1st down, it's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
43, 15.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Attack!
54, right there. 54.
From the 29, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
They stopped him in his tracks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He's at the 50, 30, and a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. From the 24, Mahomes rolling to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Williams. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
43!
Okay, baby, I see you.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. Back to throw, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, fellas, here we go.
Watch the run. They're running it. Check 30 seconds.
A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead. EA Sports, the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
54. Hey, watch the slant.
We go 21, 21.
54, right there, right there.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
36, 36. Hey, easy.
Mike 54.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Here's Breeze to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Easy.
Get in the right room. Get in the right room.
Hey, kill. 13.
Throwing now is Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Hey, easy. Hey, exit.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. He can run. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Ready?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now this time, Breeze will throw. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 32 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Check.
Dribble in. Dribble in.
Check. General. Flash.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's coming. We got double up.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard gain.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it with Williams. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
That's got to be all right.
Hey, 57. Hey, 15.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunky yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Here we go.
53.
11.
53 is the mic.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Check.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check it back.
Williams fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 79 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Hey, easy.
Motion to the backfield. Right there.
Breeze now on first down. He'll air it out deep for Tom, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Brees going to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And now running right through it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a game of 16.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready? Yellow waiting, yellow
Fans,
waiting.
a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Will I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your address.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A very solid gain of 27. Breeze now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Breeze now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Out. Check.
Hey, easy.
Breeze now to throw. Open space inside the 10. And this one complete to Smith. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
95-56. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
56. Let's go, defense. Let's get it. Check 99. Check 99.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. Mahomes now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Mahomes to throw once more, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught, Watkins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Hey, check, Mike. Hey, Sunday. Check back. Watch out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them 1 closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check, 47. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Color. Check, right, 47. Yellow. 65.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, 43.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
42. Chiefs 27.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
That's around 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Alex Anzalone picks up his second sack of the afternoon. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 44 yards.
Another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down. At the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Go on, yellow, yellow.
It's just me.
A first carry now. This is Williams. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go with Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st down, Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes caught here by Bell. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. We're scoreless after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on fourth down.
Hey, 43, 15.
You got time right there.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. He's got his man. That's Hardman. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Forced out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Mahomes now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all because...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Second down and goal. Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
He's checking. Crash.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And the kick by Butker is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
54, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. Now Wilson being chased out left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 36, Wilson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Buying time to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
14, find it.
Mike's by 4. Here we go. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch the
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And this will be taken at the 13.
Come on now, let's go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Crunch time, defense.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quentin Jefferson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Undercrush. Undercrush.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Touch 50, touch 50. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
25, check 25. Alert. Go.
He's back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.